Hello. I just wanted to make a quick video to go over some of the changes because I'm sure most of you got in your letter already that the Aetna credit plan is being discontinued for 2025. So right here, you can see this plan will be going away, so we have to choose another option. Right? I am directing most people, not everybody, but most people to the Medicare Extra plan with Blue Cross Blue Shield. Last year, 2024, they were very, very comparable. They were neck and neck about differences. I don't think there was a very large difference between the two, but there were some specifics that were important. Other than that, they were the same. Now we're going to look at benefits going from 2024 to 2025. Right, so there's going to be a little bit more. So I wanted to go through that just in case you wanted to review this after our conversation or beforehand, as the case may be. So we're coming through. Let's start right here. The monthly premium for the Aetna plan was $0, but they were giving you $45 back as a monthly premium reduction. So if you remember, your Part A is 0, Part B is $174.70. Take that minus the 45, it was $129. So your premium for A, B, C, and D in 2024 on the Aetna plan was $129. If you wanted to add on the additional dental policy, there is dental that comes with it. It's not full, it's only cleanings. If you wanted to add that on, it was an additional $21 last year, right, which would have brought you to $150. That's the Aetna. Blue Cross Blue Shield, as you can see, coming down, right, they have a $0 premium, but they're going to reduce that Part B, that $174, by $26. So this one is paying you $45. This one will pay you $26 in 2025. However, this one already has the dental fully included. There's no extra, right? Making this about $145 a month. So $150, $145. All right, now let's go on to the next stage. Right here, the maximum out-of-pocket for Aetna was $8,500, meaning if you had a heart transplant, got cancer, lost a leg, all in the same year, the most that you could spend out of your pocket, not including prescriptions, was $8,500. Blue Cross Blue Shield is over here at $9,300, which is obviously higher. If you've been my client for any length of time, you should know we talk about the Plan G, the Medicare Supplemental Plan, that I can switch you over to anytime we need during the year. So if you get anywhere near this number, it's because you didn't call me and allow me to switch you to that plan, because that will negate that right off the bat. So this isn't a worry as long as you keep me in your life with regards to any medical procedures. Moving down. Right here, inpatient unlimited number of days. On Excelis, it was $395 per day for the first 5 days. From day 6 to day 90, it's 0. So those first 5 days are $395. Blue Cross Blue Shield, you pay $475 copayment for the first 5 days. So obviously that is a large jump. Right? It's right around an $80 a month jump. Now that seems high, and I agree that it is high. The problem is that most of the companies have come close to this for 2025. Because of certain circumstances, and this is still a 2024 benefit. So yes, just understand that this is higher. I'm going to keep using this as my benefit. Is my order of events anyway. Outpatient hospital stays between $45 and $395. What they mean is if you had an outpatient surgery, you can see down here for each outpatient hospital surgery, right? You're looking at $395. This one, you are looking at a $400 outpatient hospital coverage. So $5 difference between here and here on that one. All right, scrolling down. Same thing with the ambulatory surgical center. That just means if you got cataract surgery, instead of going to the hospital, you ended up going to the Reed Eye Center locally. They have their own facility. So you would still pay the $400 plus the $275. Here it's $400 plus $400. There's the difference there. And you can see it's not a little. It's $125 difference. Primary care physician, $10 visit. Let's scroll back up here. Nope. There we go. Primary care, $10. $10. specialist 45, specialist 50. However, there is out of network. If you had to go to a primary care doctor that is not taking Aetna, right, you'd have to pay 50, and Blue Cross Blue Shield, you cannot do that. So that's another difference between PPO versus HMO, and I'll explain that at the end. Actually, I can do that now. Why not? On the Aetna plan, you have worldwide emergency room, and you have out-of-network coverage. I have a gentleman who lives in Arizona, and he has a team of doctors in Arizona and a team of doctors in Rochester, right? And they just coordinate benefits back and forth. So if he goes out there for surgery and then he comes back here to get it looked at, then he goes back out there, right? On Aetna, you can do that. You just have to pay the extra 10 versus 50. On Blue Cross Blue Shield, you can't do that. But on both plans, if you're in Arizona on vacation and you got bit by a snake, you fell and broke your leg, you just go to the local hospital, the urgent care center, and they will both treat you anywhere in the world. So they both have emergency room coverage. Just this one, you can't choose to have a specialist second visit or a second opinion outside of the New York State doctor Blue Cross Blue Shield network. Again, that goes back to that Plan G that we talked about a little bit earlier. If you did come down with, God forbid, let's say you came down with cancer and you wanted to go to Roswell in Buffalo or MD Anderson down in Texas or the Cleveland Clinic, right? On this plan you could, on this one you couldn't, but I would move you to Plan G, and then Plan G you can go to any doctor you want in the United States that's taking Medicare. So that, again, if you come down with that, we're going to switch your plan anyway, so that negates that worry. All right, moving on. Preventative care. These are going to be zero everywhere you go. It's a federal law, right, that you get all of your immunizations, your mammography, pap smear, gynecological, prostate, colonoscopy, immunization, right? Those are all free for every plan, so there's no need comparing that. Emergency room on Aetna is $100. Blue Cross Blue Shield, your emergency room is $110, if I can figure out where it is. Right there. Emergency room is $110. Urgent care on Blue Cross Blue Shield is $45. On Aetna, it's $50, so you save your $5. Scrolling down, lab work. This is going to get important. So lab services are $5. You get $0 for certain labs, $5 for the others. Blue Cross just gives you $15 across the board for your labs. However, here, if you're getting an MRI CAT scan, right, you're looking at $300, $350. Blue Cross, you're just looking at $300 regardless of which one it is. A little bit of a win. X-rays is the flip. You're paying $45 for the regular X-ray, checking for something broken, where on Blue Cross Blue Shield should be $55. Right, so a $10 increase there. Scrolling down. Hearing exams. I think hearing is not, yep, right there. $50 hearing exam versus a $45 hearing exam. With regards to the benefit on getting a hearing aid, Aetna gives you $750 per year to choose the hearing aid of your choice, right? As long as it's through National Hearing Network. Blue Cross Blue Shield says that they're going to give you can choose between the $499 or the $799 hearing aid, right? But you have to go through True Hearing with Blue Cross Blue Shield, so they both kind of split it up. Scrolling down again, dental, right? On the Aetna plan, you were given $0 preventative services, including oral exams, bite wing X-rays, and cleanings. That's it, right? Next, if you wanted the comprehensive services, you had to get an additional policy. Blue Cross Blue Shield isn't doing that. They're saying we're giving you $0 preventative services. You will pay a $50 copay for your first treatment, but then you get 2 oral exams, 2 X-rays, bite wing, not 360, and 2 cleanings for free. They also give you $1,000 per calendar year towards the benefit, and you have for restorative, periodontics, extractions, endodontics, prosthodontics, basically everything, including select crowns, dentures, and bridges, but there are no implants. No implants, no braces. All right, so here you're actually getting full comprehensive dental included. Over here you're not. Scrolling down, vision, $50 visit here, $45 over here. The Blue Cross Blue Shield will give you $250 per year towards a set of glasses, while these guys are giving you $225. So you can see they're very, very close with the plans, except this one just won't be offered next year. If you want, we can get into more particulars. Ambulance rides versus ambulance rides over here. Mental health, 20%. Also, over here with the mental health, it'll be 20%. But if you're doing inpatient, it's going to be that $395 over here. What I want you to know with regards to these is they're going to be pretty much the same. You're going to get a larger network here. The physical therapy visits are going to be less expensive on the Blue Cross Blue Shield. Ambulance rides are a little bit less. The drugs, I did a completely different video on drugs where we can take a look at those things, where you can see that basically there's an initial coverage, then it goes into co-pays, and then it goes to catastrophic. In 2025, there is no more donut hole, which makes this a really nice plan, especially for people that are taking Trulicity or Ozempic or Jardiance. If you have any questions along these lines, please. This was just meant to be an overview to show you the comparison between the plans, so that you can see this and come educated with questions to our meetings, or if you just wanted me to send this and you just want to tell me that you have to leave this plan because it no longer exists to go here, that is fine. My number, 585-210-3168. Again, 585-210-3168. If you are calling to make an appointment, you can call my assistant directly at 585-734-4922. I do look forward to talking to you. Please let me know. If you've already decided that you're willing to go from this plan to the Blue Cross Blue Shield Extra plan, you can just send me a text message and I will let you know what we have to do in order to make that happen. Hope you're doing well, and I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.